Well, good morning everybody. It's a rather temperate morning here, but it does have potential. The day definitely has potential. So we're off on our one of our jaunts, and we're off to, guess where? Yeah, no prizes for guessing. We're off to a Woodland. Hazel's been to this one before. I haven't actually, so it's new territory, new ground that I'll be breaking. So I'm looking forward to that. Willow hasn't been there either.
Me and Fox and Lily went.
Oh, you, Fox and Lily went, did you? Oh, why did we not get an invite?
Because Willow felt ill.
Oh, okay. And I'm guessing I had to look after it. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, let's get this walk done and enjoy some more of nature's beauteous bounty. I'll see you when we get there. Right, so we've arrived almost. This is Ballswood, which is in Harford Heath, which is probably about 3 minutes from where we live. So it's really, really close. So we're not in danger of being asked if our walk was longer than our drive. So it's very pretty through here, as you can see. Ballswood Nature Reserve, lovely. Look at that. Ah, beautiful.
I feel like
Just stunning.
We have been before, Fox. You and me.
We have.
Absolutely been here before.
Those smells, bird songs. This is gorgeous.
Right, we saw a tractor.
I think I might have been here before, but it's so long ago I can't remember. Yes.
Me and Mummy went here before when we saw a track.
Nice. Was it big?
Yeah.
What colour was it?
Red.
Red, eh? You can't beat a red tractor. My favourite, green tractors. Lovely.
Yeah, my.
I love these signboards with the wildlife information. They are very cool. Hang on, darling. Butterflies and dozing dormice. Oh, look, they've even got a thing there. They normally keep up. We're guessing they keep a like a notebook in there so people can write down the different species and subspecies that they've seen in here. You're right, Fox. Trust you to find the mud. This is lovely. Very happy. Very, very happy. Gorgeous. Right, let's crack on with this. You're after geocaches. Oh, Daryl and Keith would love this. You, Darren, and Keith would, and Pippa would be. You'd love it. Geocaching everywhere. Where is there one? Is there any in here? I'm going to go in here. You carry on walking. I'm going to look into the woods. No, I'm all right. I'm just going to amble. See you in a bit. Lily, you stand with me or going with your mother? Lil, what are you doing? Right, you're doing that, are you? Cool. Lovely. Right. There's even the remnants of some bluebells here. How pretty. Beautiful trees. Gorgeous. Oh, it's a proper little fairy glade. Love it. Hear the wood pigeon in the background? Just follow the path less travelled by the look of it down here. Wow, look at this tree. Or two trees, look at these. It's an old beauty. Look at the hues of greenery here. Let's go through. Character. I've just taken myself off. I let them go on their merry route and way, and I decided to take myself off into this glade, which is absolutely beautiful. birdsong, which is just complimentary. Truly magical. Let's go down here. Excuse me. Watch out for the roots. Come the crop here if I don't concentrate too much. Right, I'm deep in the woods now. Can't hear anything apart from the bird song and the breeze coming through the trees. And my breathing, which is very unhealthy at the moment. But I'm working on that, so don't judge me. It's so peaceful. The one thing this has actually made me decide, this little bit going off my own, is that when this is all over and we can venture out again, obviously the first place I'm making for is more woodlands that are further away that I want to get to that I haven't been able to because of what's going on. But definitely that, and without a shadow of a doubt, I will be dusting off my wild camping kit and taking myself off into the woods for probably 2 or 3 nights, and bedding down and just living in the woods for a few days. I mean, this walk has made, the last couple of walks, all these walks, even though they're quite small compared to what we could do, have made such a huge difference that imagine how much it's going to, or how good it's going to be for the soul and the mental well-being and physical well-being to be able to get back out into this again and to be able to hunker down for a few nights and just chill and relax into the rhythm of nature. Beautiful. I better crack on. I wonder where I've got to. So I hope you can see that. So there's it looks like a bat box. It is a bat box. You can see because of the opening at the bottom. So that's number 23. I've seen a couple of those around here. So it's great to know that it's fostering a colony of bats in here, which is fantastic. Just love it. I've got my walking crook here, which is always handy, courtesy of a gypsy friend of mine in Cornwall. And Cornish ash this is. Excuse me a minute. Oh, excuse me. Bless me. Right, yes, so I can see a little bird box up there. It looks like, oh, there's a little bird box. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But yeah, it's a real workout for me. Oh, excuse me. Bless me. I've been missing for ages. Presumed lost in the woods. So yeah, it was lovely getting lost in the woods. And it's a gorgeous day. Stupidly, I wore a cardigan or a jacket. Excuse me. Oh, bless me, I've got the old snizzles now. Might be a touch of the old hay fever coming back. I've had it quite bad this year, to be honest. Never suffered with it. And then all of a sudden it pounced on me when I was in my sort of, I guess, 40s. Never had it before, but I hear on good authority that it can come and go as it pleases. So once it goes, hopefully I won't get it back again, if it goes. But yeah, it's been lovely. Really enjoyable. Good for the old heart and lungs. Good for the mind and the soul. So yeah, all's good. So Hazel and the kids are still lost in the woods somewhere, down there somewhere deep in the woods. So I don't know when they're going to be out, but we'll see. But I'm quite happy sitting on this bench and just relaxing. So yeah, not as many people as I thought would be in the woods are out in the woods today. It's not been that busy. I've only encountered really a handful of people. So it's good in one way. It's great. Actually, thinking about it, I was watching the I'll speak to you in a minute. People, there's me saying that there's quite a lot of people about, and all of a sudden they come from nowhere like bloody buses. Anyway, speaking of this speaking of this situation that we're in at the moment, as soon as I brought it round there, it was seamless. You couldn't even see the cut. But speaking of the situation that we're in at the moment, I see that they're looking at lifting a lot, or lifting some of the restrictions that have been imposed upon us during this situation, shall we say. And I'm not too sure. There's talk about schools going back. And as much, and believe me, same as any parent out there who's suffering, as much as I want the kids to go back, I'm not sure that this is the right move. And I'm a bit concerned as well, because 3 days ago, Boris Johnson said, his government and Boris Johnson had said that there was no plan put in place for the lifting of the restrictions, and that it would be as long as it takes. And then 3 days later, he does a complete turnaround. Now, I don't know if this is because the press are on his case, or whether it's because the press and Keir Starmer, the Labour leader, is jumping on the bandwagon. But I think that if he takes that route, then unfortunately, if there is a second coming of the disease, the bug, the virus, then it's going to be far worse than the first one. So I think that they're kind of jumping the gun at the moment. All of a sudden, we were nowhere near the peak, and then all of a sudden, we're at the peak and we're going through it, and we're nearly past it. So this was within 3 days. I know things change quickly and dramatically, but I'm not sure they change that quickly. And I'm just concerned that children go back into the school. How are you going to pose rules and regulations on them? Trying to keep 9-year-olds and 4-year-olds, or any age group really, in primary school, apart from each other, social distancing, is impossible. And then you've got to take into consideration the fact that the teachers, if they get it, it's going to go through them like a dose of salts, as my mum used to say. And what a lovely term that is, dose of salts. It'll go through you like a dose of salts. Poetic, isn't it? Not. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not convinced that this is the right time to be. Now, I understand the economy's suffering. I understand that the financial deficit will be horrendous. But life is something you can't put a price on, because it is, by the essence of what it is, priceless. And I don't think that... I know people will suffer, but then we're going to have to help each other, aren't we, through this? And when they say suffer, do they mean suffer like I can't afford to put food on the table, or I can't buy a brand new car this year and a 80-inch TV? Because those are two totally different things. It is a hard one. It really is. Anyway, more people. Speak to you in a bit. There you go. I promise you I'll show you that little bird box. It's just up there. Can you see it? Beautiful. Hello, Lily. Hello, Lily. Why don't you come with Daddy? Why don't you come with me? You traitor, you. Look at you. Oh, no, you're not. Too bad. Nice walk.
Yes.
Very pleasant. It's beautiful woods. You got a caterpillar?
Yes, he found it.
Let me have a look. Look.
No,
Hang on, Fox.
I've been carrying him all this way.
Oh, wow. Just as well you're not a leaf, isn't it? You'd have holes there now.
I found it.
Let's have a look.
It was on your top, wasn't it, Fox?
Oh, was he on your top?
And then I just got him off and
What are you going to call him, Peter?
He's called Harold.
How's Harold?
Yeah, Harold's a good name for a caterpillar. Why don't you release him back into the wild? You can have some sort of breeding programme. Put him back into the wild.
Yeah.
Put him on a leaf. That way you can have some food while he's... No, is that okay?
Actually, Daddy, I found him because I saw him on my jumper.
Was he using you as a vehicle to get about?
Yeah.
Are you the bus service now for the wildlife in the woods?
I think.
You stink? probably right. Oh, okay. Look at Lily there, poised again.
Bye-bye.
Traitor, Lily. Lily, you traitor.
Don't go.
Why don't you come with your father? Why did you go off with the
On the leaf,
oiks?
please.
Bye.
I'll never know. I told you, look, Hazel's found a geocache. What have you found? Wow.
Wow, they're big news.
What's inside that, Hazel? What's inside it, Fox? John Fox loves
And a
geocache.
lighter. Oh, and a pencil sharpener. That's handy.
Oh, it's a little car as well. What are you going to put inside it?
Well, nothing. I've really got anything. Maybe Harold.
Hang on. I might, Harold. No, I don't think so.
Got a stick in there. All right.
Hang on. You put. Hang on. No. Hang on. See what I've got.
I want to put a stick in for the...
I'll put something in. I don't know. Willow, you're writing away, love. Hey, look, I found some old car keys here. Put those in.
They're mine. Get
Oh,
the mixed
okay.
off.
Right. Okay. What's in there?
Not a lot. We
Dinosaur.
can't sign it anyway because
I haven't got a pen.
I put my...
You call yourself a
I
geocacher?
put a
I've already
little
found it
bit
once. It won't let
of
you
my
find it again.
stick in
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what we'll
for
do.
this car.
We're coming out here again, aren't we? So what we'll do, we'll get something at home that you two have got, and we'll come back next time. We'll put it back in there, okay? Because I don't think a stick quite cuts it. Because there's billions of them around, and you know they're everywhere here. So yeah,
No,
you know what I'm saying.
I used my stick. for
Okay,
it.
fair enough. We'll bring a present back as
Some
well.
people use sticks to be a pretend one.
Oh, okay.
Like
And some
I'm
people use for
using
real ones.
this.
Right.
Daddy.
Forward ho. Right, that's about it, I think. I'm going to sit out in the garden now, read a book, not do a lot. There's a couple of bits I want to catch up on, paranormal videos I need to watch. Yes, that's right. I don't want to watch them. I need to watch them. It's a necessity for someone like me. You've got to keep abreast of the competition, haven't you? And use other people's ideas. No. Yeah, I'm going to watch a couple of videos, paranormal videos. One that Gary suggested to me, which I've actually started, which is very, very good. It's of a particular haunting in the United States that's it's mad. It's absolutely mad. It's called the Lamb House, and some of the footage that the guys caught there is off the scale. Yeah, and a lot of it as there's no way you could fake it. You just couldn't. A lot of the stuff that he's caught, and it's an ongoing investigation at the moment. Anyway, I'm going to catch up on that. If you get a chance, look at the Lamb House. It's good, so much so
Like the one.
that I wouldn't mind buying a ticket and going to the States and having a word with this guy, see if I could, maybe me and one other person could get in there and do an investigation. I don't know. That'd be quite cool. I don't like leaving England, but I will do if there's ghosts involved. Anyway, forget about that for now. That's for way on the back burner. But yeah, that's it for the day, really. I hope you enjoyed that little walk. And yeah, it was nice. We're going to do it on a daily basis. Don't worry. I won't be flooding you with loads of videos of woods and trees. Although it would keep me happy. I understand it's not, you can have too much of a good thing, as it were. Not so for me, but anyway, I will speak to you a little bit later. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, and yeah, just stay safe and happy and healthy. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.